It's a busy day. I do a lot of things, but I wake up feeling poor, get better throughout the day by working my face off, and now it's time for bed. And this is how I got here. Good morning, passport holders. Today, July 21st, 2016, day 629 of the vlogs. It's currently 9:30 and I'm already out of the house. I'm actually heading over to Ben & Camy's in order to finish up the laundry responsibilities for this week and handle a couple of caption files for Mr. Vaynerchuk and the team. I'm thinking about finally taking the time to put together a PHP form in order for to have them submit in a consistent way versus having it in my inbox. Not because they're doing a ton of it right now, but just in the event that I need to do other things with that data so that I'm not in the process, then it would be useful to begin to do that scripting work now. So we'll figure it out. I woke up in a really poor mood, despite the fact that today was actually one of the big days in the business bank account where like 3 payments, all things said and done, hit my bank account last night. Normally, all of a sudden there's a few more $1,000s in that bank account and I feel pretty good about things, and today I don't. I don't know if it's just the stress level of the fact that I'm not getting responses to the outbound emails that I'm sending. I don't know if it's just I'm slowly coming to the realization that I could really be going back into a corporate job. I know that if I'm going to take that step back, quote unquote back, that there's some really good reasons and some great results that will come of it. But I just I don't know, part of me feels slightly defeated, but at the same time it's if I can go and get a job that will take care of all of my financial needs and allow me to do things like pay off this car, which I have less than $2,000 left on, pretty much within the first 90 days of me working somewhere, then I really should do it. And so other little financial things that I want to do that I know I'll be much better served if I've got a part-time, or not a part-time gig, a full-time gig, at a corporation making, if I could get within the ballpark of what I was making at Gannett, then I'd be super pumped. If I can make 30% less than what I was making at Gannett, I can make up the difference by having the business throw off a little bit of cash for me, and then allowing the rest of it to be used entirely for marketing and promotion and hiring consultants or practitioners, actual people to go out and do the things that I wanted to do, tried to learn to do, but have failed at repeatedly. Most in particular on that front is Facebook ads. If I could get somebody to do Facebook and YouTube ads for me, who knows what they're doing and can get results, well then that's a really good move for me. Because the way that the business is set up, right? I sell once and people stay on. 14 months into this, I still have yet to lose a client. Once they sign, they stay forever. And that's really kind of amazing, but it is a testament to the system that I've built and the results that people are getting. So, I'm just I'm in an uncomfortable space emotionally and psychologically about this next set of decisions. I think part of it also is the fact that I've actually had 2 different recruiters approach me in the last 15 days, and I've been hesitant to tell them, yes, I'm in the job market, because I'm not sure that I am. So kind of that's the emotional and psychological kind of meh that I woke up to this morning and have been fighting with for the last hour and a half or so. But almost here to Ben & Camy's now, and yeah, let's just have a good day, guys. Coming up on noon at this point, and 2 Gary Vee videos done. I did see Ben & Camy for 90 seconds when I first got here, because I got here so early. So the second load of laundry is just finishing up in the dryer now, or 10 minutes, whatever. Vlog edit's done as well. Export is being completed right now as we speak, so I will be able to go home and do the upload on that, no problem, which kind of frees me up for the rest of the day, kind of to react to what's going on. I only have 3 videos that will come back with captions away from my own, so 4 in total that need reviewed. I will do those as they come in, but in between it'll just be more work. It'll just be more prospect emails and just trying to continue to grind through this gigantic list that I have and try and follow up with people if I haven't heard anything back from them in a couple of days, and
just a lot of cold calls, effectively, cold emails. So trying not to get myself too down on myself about this stuff, but at the same time wanting to be realistic about kind of what the chances of success are, and what I would do after that. So yeah, just lots of stuff on my brain right now. Getting there. 70%.
Well, you know, on a day when I was feeling down to start, it's not shocking that I was making mistakes. One of the things that I forgot to do, even though it's legal for me to have an electronic or on my phone copy of my insurance cards for the car and my apartment, I don't like to do that. I'd much prefer to have paper copies, and I could have easily printed one out, or printed both of them out, over at Ben and Kami's place while I was there today. Totally forgot to do it because I was more focused on the captioning work. That said, caption work's all done for the day. Vlog is uploaded live, currently being captioned by somebody else on the team because I don't like captioning my own videos. And yeah, all the other deliverables are done, barring that the Vaynermedia team decides to kick over a new Ask Gary V, which I don't believe they have already shot another one. The actual captioning work for the day is done. I may do a bunch of reviews on my channel in addition to doing more cold outreach emails, really kind of cranking up on that. I think that I'm going to actually take the time this afternoon as well to get the new system all set up so that I can track who's looking at what, when, how long they're looking at those kinds of things, because I can do that. Additionally, it doesn't require me to send a attachment with the outreach emails, which makes them a heck of a lot easier to send as YouTube messages or Facebook messages or any other thing that I might be able to do in order to get contacts with somebody. So I think that's on the mission list for today. But yeah, I could have totally avoided this if I would have just looked at my to-do list. Poor move, Cade. Poor move. Just that quickly, 2 insurance cards printed up, ready to go. And since I'm already down here, and it's the Fry's that I used to go to for years and years while I was living right around the corner here, might as well go do a quick little grocery run because it's 3:20 at this point. I should be able to get in and out with the handful of things that I need, and get back on the road and hopefully home before rush hour actually kicks off around 4:15. So I really shouldn't run into any problems, but you never know. Life happens, and I'd much rather give myself more time than less.
Alright guys, just after 10:40 at this point, and Big Brother is just ending, and that is because the Republican National Convention coverage went way long because, yeah, well, the speeches went long today. I will make the statement that I'm trying to become an informed voter on the presidential and subsequently the local elections here in Arizona. And that starts with actually paying attention to the convention. So I did watch Governor Pence's speech last night. I did watch Trump's speech tonight. Just starting to get a feel. I don't want to get super political on my channel, but I think that it is every American's responsibility, especially in this time, to do everything they need to in order to become an informed voter. I have stated multiple times in the vlogs over the years, voting is a privilege, and if you don't educate yourself, that is a disservice to not only yourself but the country, and your state and your community, and these things matter. So I'm not going to try and push you one way or the other, and I really do not want political discussions inside of my comments, but I think that we have a civic responsibility to be informed and make good decisions, not only for ourselves, but for those in our communities as well. At this point, I'm pumped with where things are kind of at today. Obviously, I woke up feeling really weird and kind of had to work through it. And work through it I did. I did a bunch of things, including not zeroing my personal inbox, but clearing all the things that have been unread since basically my birthday, which means that it's been like 7 weeks since my inbox has been thoroughly at least gone through and filtered for things that I need to read or things that I need to review or things that need action or just removal of things that have already been completed. And so got that done today, got a bunch of emails out to potential clients as well. So I'm pretty excited with where that's at. I've also begun to have a game strategy for how I want to handle it if I do decide to go back corporate. And the more that I think about it, the more that seems not like a necessary evil, but as a good way to do this for right now, given what's happening with the business and where it's at. I'm getting more comfortable with the idea. Let's put it that way. It's not a complete failure. It isn't any longer in my mind, where earlier today I really felt like it was going to be. And it's just a matter of reframing it. So trying to figure it out one step at a time, and I've got clear action paths for the next few weeks on both fronts, and I'm going to continue to work them all right now, because I need options, especially if I'm going to try and get out of this apartment by the end of November. I need options. So I'm going to just work my face off, and as Rocco said to Jeff and even me, I have the capacity to outwork anyone and everyone, and I just need to put my mind to it and do it. And it may be time for me to turn that on, where I'm working 20 hours a day again for a minimum amount of time, so that I can begin to see which way this is going to go. That stated, it is 10:40. I've had an emotional, exhausting day. Mentally, I'm spent. I think I'm going to jump on to Destiny, play some Iron Banner, and call it a night. So I will say thank you guys for your time and your attention. I sincerely appreciate them both. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still. So go do cool stuff. Bye for now.